Hey guys, Liza here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I got my eye look for my band Alice Sweet Alice's music video, Behind the Glass. It's a pretty simple look, and make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I will include some behind the scenes and bloopers from our shoot. So, if you want to know how to get the eye look that I was wearing, then just keep on watching. Alrighty, so I brought you guys a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. This eye look was actually inspired by the lovely Miss Glam and Gore. I'll leave her video in the description below as well as in an end screen title card for you. Make sure you check her out, give her some love. She is an amazing creator, both of glam and of gore. So, the first thing I'm going to do is take my primer. I can't remember the exact order in which I did these steps, and I definitely don't have some of the same products as when I first did this look, but I have the eyeshadow palette and I know the general gist of what the look was. This was almost a year ago at this point that we shot this video, so just bear with me. First thing we're gonna do is prime with my Milani Prime Shield, the mattifying and pore minimizing primer. Alrighty, so now that I'm primed, I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation. This is in white. We all decided, we being Scott, Theo, and myself, that we were going to have, just go full goth, white face. And at first I tried using white water-activated paint. Did not like the way that looked. Wasn't getting the coverage I wanted, so I went ahead and bought this off of Amazon, I think. It's pretty thin as far as foundations go, but that's okay. I'm gonna take my damp beauty sponge and just kind of begin pouncing this into the skin. Now, while I do that, I want to tell you guys a little bit about the video. If you haven't already seen it, if you haven't been following the band and what we do, first off, you should, because we are totally independent, no label, totally self-funded, and we would love your support. If you're into goth rock, alt rock, female fronted rock, funk, we just kind of do a little bit of everything, but that's beside the point. Behind the Glass is the first single from our new album that we released on Christmas, called Circus Maximus, The Modern Bloodshedding. And Circus Maximus as an album is about internet culture and the toxicity of it, because let's be real, it's pretty toxic here on the internet. There's a lot of good, but there's a lot of bad too. And Behind the Glass is about the fronts that we put up. We all show different sides of ourselves in real life, but especially online. Sometimes it's a way to protect ourselves. Sometimes it's a way to make people like us more. But all the same, we never show 100% of ourselves. And Behind the Glass specifically is written from the perspective of celebrities, people who are constantly in the public eye, whether it's musicians, actors, famous YouTube celebrities or influencers. It's hard. I wouldn't know because I'm not famous. But when you're always in the public eye, you kind of present a certain version of yourself to the world. I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl White Concealer and just get extra pasty and goth. Like I was saying, it's about what we show, what we keep to ourselves, and this idea that, especially when it comes to celebrities and influencers, you don't really know them. They are showing you what they want to show you. And everybody, like I said, everybody does this, but that's what Behind the Glass is kind of about. Now I'm gonna take my Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder. This is not the powder I used when I did this look last time, and it is going to get rid of some of the white pastiness, but that's okay. I couldn't really figure out a way to fix this the last time I did this look. But what I did was I took a liquid eyeliner. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this LA Girl fine line. Gonna scoot forward a bit and hopefully not go too far out of frame, but I'm basically drawing a base. I'm gonna actually use the magnification on this side here. And I take it pretty far out. It doesn't matter too much if it's messy right now. And then I took it over like this. I'm already messing it up, oh boy. I'm taking this above the crease. So I knew when I was drafting this music video, I wanted to use mirrors and green screen, but I also wanted a big setup, a big stage kind of area. So now I'm gonna go in with my BH Cosmetics Royal Affair palette. This is sadly not in production anymore. I've looked on their website, I cannot find it for the life of me, which is a shame because it's really a great palette. I'm gonna take the shade Enchanted, it's the black shade. Tap off the excess and I'm going to stamp this over the eyeliner. I'm just gonna tap black over that eyeliner very carefully, as carefully as I can, just to set it and get a really solid black. Like I said, I knew I wanted mirrors and I knew I wanted green screens and like a really kind of psychedelic sort of a video. I just had to learn how to do all of this first. This was the first kind of really big production I tried to do with Alice Sweet Alice, but I really wanted it to be a fun video that plays on the notions of smoke and mirrors. So one thing we did, I'm trying to think of the best way to tell you this story, because I can't do it and my makeup at the same time, apparently. I did a lot of research trying to find good places to film. I'm very picky when it comes to my filming locations. I want what I want. The only problem is, as an independent band, we don't have a lot of money. We have what I heard a friend once use the phrase, you have champagne dreams on a beer budget, unrelated to music video stuff, but it's very true. But I found a really cool spot here in Kansas City, which is where I live. It was an underground warehouse, a limestone warehouse, and it was totally white. Super pristine, super rugged, yet kind of futuristic. I fell in love with it and I was like, I have to film there. They would not let us film there. But there are two of these warehouses in Kansas City. And the second warehouse very graciously let us film there. They were very accommodating when it came to our budget. The only caveat was we had to film after they'd closed for the night. And we filmed from about 6 or 7 o'clock at night to like 11, almost midnight maybe. But it was super, super fun. We fogged up so much of that warehouse. It was so fun, so ridiculous. One of my best friends, Amelia, who has been patiently waiting for these behind the scenes and blooper videos for about a year now, helped us film. She got all of our warehouse shots pretty much. She also helped us on our video for Fangs, which you will see within the next week or two. So then what I did was I went in with the shade Aristocrat in the BH Cosmetics Royal Affair palette. It's kind of a, I guess, an antique silvery gold. And I'm just taking that on my pinky and putting that right in the center and going up. And then I'm gonna take my brush with the black and just kind of blend those edges out a little bit so it's not quite so harsh. I'm gonna gently connect it up at the top here with a little bit of black. I need to do my eyebrows, that's a problem. Another thing that was really cool was we were able to film at my university. My old university. I'm not in university anymore. I have not been for several years, but I know that they did a music video production class, and I asked the teacher, the instructor, and I asked the professor, I think back over the winter of 2018 going into 2019, if we would be able to film there, because we needed a soundstage, and I didn't want to pay like $1,000 for a soundstage because I don't have that money and nobody else in the band did either. And he said, sure. I sent him over my treatment, I sent over my shot list, the audio, some picture ideas I had really badly thrown together in Photoshop of what I was going for. And he said, great, yeah, let's do it. And so we set that up. That was, I think, actually the first set of shots we did was what you see in the video. It's on the pink background and on the black background. Those are the shots we shot at my alma mater, and those students were incredible. They were so great to work with, super knowledgeable. And all the names and places for these folks are in the description box for the Behind the Glass video, and that'll be linked in the description and at the end of this video. So I highly recommend you check them out, because this video would not have existed without their help. So the eyes are done. I forgot to do my eyebrows, so I had to do those really quick. But now I'm gonna do the face, and again, warning you, there's a lot of very heavy contour in this because I needed it to show up on camera. So it's gonna look a little insane. I'm gonna use my Illuminate by Ashley Tisdale palette, which also unavailable. Very sad. Because it's a pretty good bronzing palette, pretty good contour palette. And looking back, I would have probably used a gray, but I didn't have one at the time. So like I said, yeah, heavy contour. And then I took my black light highlight palettes and I went in with the shade Strobe, which is the silver shade. And I just kind of loaded up with that because I wanted to be very shiny. I wanted to be very glam for this, very goth but glam. Alrighty, now for the last thing, lips. I used my go-to ColourPop. This is their Ultra Matte. Wow, I've like totally worn the label off of this if there ever was one to begin with. Oh no, there it is. It's just really dark. Anyway, this is their liquid lip in the shade Friday. So now that the face is done, I realized I totally forgot mascara and my lower lash line. And I was wondering why this looked so strange. And then I believe on my lower lash line, I just took some black on the edge of a shader brush. Alright guys, and this is the finished look. This is what I wore for the Behind the Glass music video by my band Alice Sweet Alice. If you are new here, make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss another upload. I upload new videos every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below for what other videos you'd like to see me do in the future. In the meantime, let's watch some behind the scenes and bloopers from the shoot, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Can we cut? Playback.
Sorry.
Alright. Whee! I'll wait for it to fog up a little bit. You can get stuff down here too, like.
Yeah. I've been moving it around.
I have no depth perception in here. I can't do the Fortnite dance, I'll just...
There you go.
Floss! Floss like your left defense on it! Amelia is a ghost! Ooh. Did you just hit a dab?